Welcome you to this function today. We are very, very glad and privileged to have you in our presence today. My name is Solomon Jackson Kogwemi, and I am glad that I've been given this privilege to moderate such a great event where a great man has decided to put pen to what a copy near you. You need to leave this place with this book and get to know how to cut through hell. Who wouldn't want to cut through hell? I think all of us would want to. So this is the book for you to buy and make sure that you read. Don't put them to writing. So I would like you to put your hands together and appreciate Brigadier General Chiengo, who has decided and taken the boldness and read.
Musanyufu nnyo okuba nti ndi wano nga balookinga ekitabo kino ekiyitibwa Cutting Through the Hell, ng'ate kiwandiikiddwa dokita, omu ku badokita bange nze abanzijanjaba. Sanga sandibaddeyo naye Kiyengo yakola nnyo mu kunzijanjaba mu ngeri emu oba endala. Ate n'avaayo batono abayinza okukola ekintu nga kino ne bavaayo. Ideas eziri mu kitabo kino si ntono. Omuntu bw'anaakisoma n'akimalako ajja kuba afunye omukisa. Ekyokubiri, nange ndi mu kuwandiika kitabo. Kitabo ky'empandiika kino bakiyita The Journey to Remember. Nziramu. The Journey to Remember. Ebintu bino ngenda bijjukira kubanga tewali nsonga lwaki siteeka bintu bino. Ono mukama wange ayitawo onzikize malemu obuuzi. Nze nkiwandiise ate si kyekisoose. Abaali balabye ku kitabo kinasooka okuwandiika nakituuma Upon the Rock. Upon what? Nga nkulaga nti twayita mu ttanuulu, twayita mu bizibu, naye ate kino njala kuwandiika ebintu bye ndowooza nti abannaffe abamu babyerabidde. Muli wano, muli bannamawulire, naye nyinza okubabuuza lwaki twagenda mu nsiko. Ojja kwenda okwesanga nammwe mwennyini abali wano temusobola kiddamu, muwoza mukuliko eyo. Naye what was the purpose of going to the bush? Whoa, that is just a mere thing. I'm donating to you why you went to the bush. This 10-point program, there was the cause and we went to fight for them. Number one is democracy. Gwanga lyali teririmu democracy. Naye kati democracy tumuleese ate abala batandise omuvulugu. Katugende mu bitabo mpozi we banaatumanya wa gye tuvudde na lwaki ku ssaawa eno eggwanga lyagala tuva mu ngalo. Sikikkiriza nga tulonkinga ekitabo kya dokita nti owa movement ayinza okutta owa movement olw'akalulu. Owa movement nti ayinza okuba munne emiggo olw'akalulu. Kiki ekyo ekibalwanya? Bagala kulwana bagende batandika olutalo, tumanye nti balina olutalo lwe batandise. Ate weetuli tujja kulwana nabo. Tuli movement, tujja kufiira movement, ababawooza ate bannaffe bangi nnyo bafudde nabadde njogera ne mbagamba nti 90 to 80% of our colleagues who are in the bush they are dead. Munsonyiwe nyina gyendaga ekyensobodde obbawo.
These fraudulent schemes by nationals against foreign nationals who purport to offer them lucrative government contracts which don't exist. The fraudsters behind these schemes purport to be acting on behalf of government ministries, departments or agencies, and in most cases they front themselves as members of a special contracts committee. So they will, for example, and the entities they always use is Parliament. So you will hear of a special contracts committee of Parliament. They've also used the ruling party. They have said the NRM special contracts committee. They have also said other instances they have presented themselves as the NRM Presidential Initiative Projects Special Contracts Committee. So always they attribute themselves as the special contracts committee of sorts. And they have not even been ashamed to purport to act as a special contracts committee of the office of the president. We think this is of concern. These are reputable institutions in our country, and fraudsters are using them and bringing them in disrepute. So these fraudsters go ahead and forge correspondences which show this is a correspondence from the office of the president, it's a correspondence from NRM, this is a correspondence from Parliament, and they also even go ahead and create fake websites that bear national symbols and logos, and they use these to hoodwink the unsuspecting potential investors that there exist these lucrative government contracts that they can apply for and that can be awarded to them, yet there is actually no such contract. Now, besides purporting to act for government, these fraudsters are also very smart. They use lawyers. So in the transaction, you'll always find a lawyer juxtapositioned with the fraudsters. So to give the investors comfort, they will tell the investor, we will not take your money directly. You pay the money through a law firm. We need you to take that money to a law firm to register a company, because to transact in Uganda, you need to have a Ugandan registered company. And that's how the fraud happens. So using a lawyer, in other places, lawyers are straight people. And once you put lawyers to them, they have some comfort, which then makes them feel the transaction is a legitimate one. They also use government premises. These fraudsters are very smart. For example, they will go to a place like Kingdom Kampala, which is a private building, but which has some government premises which are housed there. And they will hire a room in that premise and purport that that premise they have hired is part of a government facility. And we'll see it in a case whose details we are going to share. They also connive with bank officials because there are safeguards in this country. If someone who has not been receiving large sums of money suddenly receives $1 million in his personal accounts from a foreign jurisdiction, our anti-money laundering laws require certain procedures to immediately be kicked into action. The transaction should be reported as a suspicious transaction, and then the banks should flag it and probably stop that transaction until the person who is coming forth explains what that payment is for. What we see in some of the instances where we've investigated is that these people connive with some officials in the banks to circumvent the anti-money laundering requirements and procedures, and that's how this money, the investors end up losing this money they would want to invest here. As a unit, we think these scams, they are rampant. We've seen them. They not only